Hey Aries, this is a love reading. If you're single and you feel like something's coming, or you've been waiting your whole life to meet someone, they're about to come into your life. The thing is here, you've been together before, just in a past life. And if you don't believe in that, you're not going to have a good time with this reading because immediately these past life cards wanted to come out. And it's interesting because if you haven't met them yet, it's coming in real soon. Like two ships in the night, but you get kind of caught up in each other's gravity. Like it's magnets to each other. It was like that the past life too, but this is really interesting because it's switched. And if you know which is which, just go with it. But in a past life, you were royalty. Like you were way above anyone that they should have been talking to, or vice versa. Could have been a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or you were a royal and an initiate and adept, like maybe initiated into, I don't know what people do, mad scientist, limited. So one of you lived in a castle. One of you was king or queen, or prince or princess, in the castle, on the throne. Maybe a family of very successful entrepreneurs. So if it wasn't actually royalty, but I kind of think it was, you might as well have been. You are the kings or the queens of the area because you're successful entrepreneurs. So old money, a word that describes a party, like soiree. Like one would have called it a party, the other would have called it a soiree, that sort of thing. And on the other hand here, you or them were an entertainer. So it's like you would have been visiting the kingdom or the castle to do whatever it is you did, like if you were a singer, if you were in a band, or you were an actor or a piano player, like a very skilled, gifted performer. Maybe you were hired to entertain the kingdom or hired to entertain the king or the queen, and this magnet thing happened where you shouldn't have met, but you did. You shouldn't have talked, but you did. It was like fate intervened and brought you together. And also soldier. So on the other end of the royal whatever, we have kind of a more common person where they're like the little man, I guess, is how the royal family would have seen this relationship. And the family in this side of the entertainer, they're the soldiers. They're the fodder that the royalty throws at the enemy, so very opposite. Or maybe from an opposite kingdom too. It was like everything was different. And they shouldn't have seen you, but they did. And somehow you came together, but then something pulled you apart. So whoever this was, if we have the moon there, but Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or that's who you are as a clue now that I'm talking to you. Very powerful leader, very successful leader. So beloved by Like a Princess Diana sort of thing with the moon there. Self-motivated, but very intimidating, domineering, intolerant. This is the way it is. This is the way we do things. This is the fork for this. This is the fork for that sort of thing. And they had to learn that growing up in a royal family or in a castle or with everything in the world does not buy happiness. So if this person, or if you were the royal, thought that they didn't have a choice or chose the family or chose the title or whatever it is, you were always the one that got away. They were always sad. It's like the Jeff Buckley song, "You're a tear that hangs inside my soul forever." It's very dramatic. And on the other hand, over here, this person's very easy to talk to. So maybe this person, the royal, is not, and they don't talk, they don't laugh out loud, that sort of thing. And over here, this person's laughing out loud and talking and telling stories and telling jokes and making this person laugh. But they're also stubborn, probably an addictive personality. Maybe they drink, if they're a rock star, they're gonna have some whiskey, and probably a lot of other things too, and difficulty with personal relationships. So this person couldn't commit because of their own fear of, settling down and not being able to be a free bird. And they had to learn to get through very difficult situations using humor, keeping themselves in the light, maybe amidst incredible war or loss, or they lost their entire family, and you too, and they always felt like there was a spiritual connection. And now, the one, whoever was a royal before in the past life, they're the more common person now, or entertainer. And the entertainer, this time around, is the elite, or the royal, or, the one who's going to the soiree. Allons-y. And so when you guys come together, I said all that to say this, when you guys come together, it's going to be a little bit of butting heads, even though you're magnetically attracted to each other, because it's going to be an adjustment for who you're used to talking to and who they're used to dealing with. But it's going to be kind of automatic and immediate. Huh. It's really interesting. It's like because of your past lives together, even though there will be kind of an initial, wait, what's happening here? Worlds colliding? You'll understand each other. You'll understand their prerogative. They'll understand your perspective. I love this card in the Cat People Tarot here. Because the lovers, with all this formal pomp and circumstance, or if it's like celebrity and there's paparazzi and they have a team and they have a manager and all of that stuff, or it's just literally they're very, very formal. They don't express their emotions. We don't wear our hearts on our sleeves. We don't laugh out loud. It's different with you. The way this is draped is intentional. It's loose. It's comfortable. It's addressing the nation, and then after work you guys together, Netflix and chill on the couch. And a clue would be is that you both love pets, or that your pets are going to get along. Look, isn't that cute? Look at them. Like you guys are cuddling, your pets are cuddling. Everyone's happy. Like the King of Cups is with the tiger in this deck. He won't give his love to just anyone. Or you won't give your love to just anyone. There's a careful selection here. So this person is going to be very businesslike, or and maybe that's the lingo they use, and maybe the other person is very casual or they use slang. But that's a minor adjustment because you're going to choose each other. I choose you, you choose me. You're both creative. You're both responsible. And you both want to be there. You'll both want to be there for each other. There's a knowledge and wisdom and power in the King of Cups here. And it's like you guys can be fun little happy babies together, running down the street holding hands. Loose, carefree. This is in the cat people. Do I have the book? Anyway, they mate for life. This is a lifelong monogamous relationship. So if you're wondering, am I going to have to put up with the no? Even if they're a rock star, even if they've got a million groupies, no. It's a very careful selection. Once they choose, they choose. Once you choose, you choose. And you can rely on that for the rest of your life. This is beautiful. This is love. This is you two absolutely glowing together. Who you are. Or reverse it. Aries. Oh, we're on Aries, right? Aries. The Emperor. There you are. Confident. Very high ranking, probably. Maybe you're in the military. It could be. If you're not, you are like the president. Okay? And you command attention when you walk into the room. You might have a forceful personality because you have to, or it's in the blood, you know? If you're born to be an emperor, it's in the blood. You might be intimidating. You know? Or you're from a very wealthy family. There's this worldly power here. You're never bored. You're never boring. So you're also creative. You know how to adapt to harsh terrain here with the snow leopard, but you're very elusive. Like people don't have access to you. And that's good. That's the way it needs to be. So it's almost like an act of God or a miracle, again, that you two even come into contact with each other. You know, you're very elusive because you've had to be, and yet this is going to happen. So keep those boundaries up as an emperor and know that it's like the hand of God. The gods themselves are standing around you right now. Excited about this union. If you feel like someone's watching or something's gonna happen, it's because this is a big deal. This is a soulmate. This is you two finally being able to come together. Maybe they come from a cold terrain, mountains, Switzerland, I don't know, and you might come from the desert or, you know, Malibu, I don't know. But they're never bored and they're never boring. There will be like a cordial harmony there at first, like a cordial harmony, but once you get next to each other, it will feel automatic and magnetic. What's going on that it's kind of outside of your control that is affecting this right now, but affecting your ability to come together? Or it could just literally be as an authority figure, as a president, as a celebrity. They're dealing with, dealing with paparazzi And so they didn't want to bring anybody into that mess. But there's something happening with what? Legislation? It's like it would be an act of God for them to be able to even date someone or see someone or talk to someone without everyone knowing. Like it might start off as you guys writing letters in the mail. Snail mail, not email, snail mail. Like writing, do you like me? Yes, no, check here. And then you send it, it starts like cute and fun and casual where the paparazzi can't see. But something will be changing with the way paparazzi will be able to access and stalk and harass leaders or celebrities. Like the way it is right now is not the way it's always gonna be. Something's gonna change there. Where in the future, the privacy situation's gonna be totally different. And it won't be the same circus. It won't be the stalking, the driving behind the car, that whole thing. Something about that's going to end here. So if you are like, oh no, I could never be with someone who's a celebrity and deal with all of that is not forever. This is the age of Aquarius, where it's going to be heartfelt, authentic connection for people like you who've done the hard work. You've been the prince, you've been the pauper, vice versa, maybe several times over. So it's like if it's not that something happens immediately with legislation, they'll know how to protect you, and don't let that hold you back from this connection. Like whoever this person is, they would kill for you. Once, like I was saying, once they choose you, they're monogamous and they're serious and they're gonna marry you and they got goons, so don't let that hold you back. That brings me to what you should do. This is so cute. Insist on joy. Insist on liberation for yourself. Insist on a joyous life every day for the rest of your life. I'm like rocking back and forth there. This is so beautiful. This is love and joy. Okay? You make each other stronger. You make each other feel powerful. So it won't take away from your career. It will empower you. It won't take away from their leadership abilities. It will add to it. It's like you can provide them with counsel because of the past life that you lived, that you can draw from because you're self-aware. So you have experience in being an authority that can help them, or they had an experience in being a celebrity, and they can help you as you blow up and your career blows up, and they're happy for you, and they've got your back, and it won't be like a weird competitive thing at all. So if you're starting to get into your head already with, wait, how's that going to work? Don't worry about that. This is sincere communication. So you might have to be brave. And maybe say the first thing. Or write the first note. Or it might be that you fall into that magnetic pull first, and you feel all twitterpated, and you're going to want to, nope, mind over matter, but this is matter over mind here. Insist on sincere expression, even if it's not how you do things or what we do, There is cosmic order here. It's not chaos. It's going to make sense. It's going to feel like freedom for you. But you're going to have to maybe overcome the initial inclination to not approach or not speak. Insist on sincerely expressing. What am I trying to say? Insist. Sincere expression. It's what it's going to call for you to express yourself sincerely and unselfishly. Maybe you've never shared your sentiments like that your entire life, so that might be that minor adjustment that I was talking about. So there's going to be a moment where you feel love. You feel yourself falling in love. And they might feel themselves falling in love. This is so cute. There's an intimacy that will be there immediately once you're looking each other in the eyes. Oh, what's that song? All flowers in time bend towards the sun. I know you think there is nobody for you, but here is one. So there is someone for you. Maybe you thought, no, not for me. Like you knew somewhere in the past there was a lost lover. Well, they're about to find you again. There is someone for you. There is sunshine here. True love, romance. Love, joy, and also accomplishment and personal power. Where the authority is not challenged. The authority is heightened. This is an experience. A really beautiful experience. And you're going to be able to speak telepathically or communicate. Or you already are, and it's going to be like, oh, it's you. Oh, it's you. And you're going to have the courage to say, it's you back. And that will bring joy and a commitment, communion. This sort of alignment where everything makes sense and feels good after you having to kind of go it alone and soldier through, you know? Like Aries always has to do. But this isn't someone who's all talk and no action. They're all action. And when they say something, they mean it. And when they commit to you, they commit to you. And when they choose you, they choose you. So congratulations, you're about to meet the love of your life. And it's all good. And you're going to complement each other, but it's going to be a reversal of what it was last time. But this time you're both older souls. You're both wiser souls. And the way you complement each other is just going to be yin and yang. So it's not going to feel old or tired. It's going to feel new and exciting. But it's going to feel like you already know each other's bodies. Like that intimacy is already there. Like they thought there was no one for them until this moment. All right, Aries, this is so beautiful. I hope that helps. I'm going to leave it there. Comment below if it does, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye. Wait, what's a clue? I'm missing something? Let me give you a clue. Someone's like, huh? But what about something? What about sexual compatibility? There's an issue with you and something. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, there could be a sibling that you have. Maybe you have Chinese heritage, or they do, where it's like, okay, well, you have to take care of the other one or something. It's tradition. And they're like, oh my, what am I going to do about that? Map with an X on it. Yeah, tradition's not going to matter anymore when they see your face, or vice versa. None of it. The family, the expectations, though this is what we do, none of that matters anymore. This is a new start. This is about freedom. Within that system, it could never work. But this is beyond this system. This is beyond this world. You know? It's impossible. But here it is. It's your fate. It's the hands of God. So don't worry about anything. Okay. If there's a situation with, if you have kids and they fight and they're siblings, whatever they did in their past life is going to make it just feel so natural it's going to make them feel like home. Whatever it is that you're afraid of them having to deal with or something, it's going to be something that they're going to feel comfortable with and be on your team with no matter what. And that's beautiful too. So 2 old souls who didn't get to have that happy ending last time get to have it this time. And everyone else can. All right. See you for the next one. Bye-bye.